So today we're going to be building the EcoGardner 4x4 foot bed. It's a composite bed made out of recycled materials. It looks like wood and it feels like wood. The only way you can tell that it's not even wood is to look at the edges. And it only comes with 3 components that you need to put together to make it happen. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes to build. We have 16 bolts, 4 brackets, and the only tools that are required that come with the bed are these 2 Allen keys. And the first step is to take 2 of the sides. If you have the 2x4 foot bed, you're going to want to start with the 2 longest sides to do this step first. And we're just going to put a bracket on each end, securely tighten them all the way on those 2 sides. One end, push the other one through. That, and then you get the 2 Allen keys. You got 1 for each side. You just turn them in. Snug them up, not too tight, so that it's snug. And again on the other side. So now that I've got both the brackets secured on this side, I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Same process, snug them up with the Allen keys after hand tightening, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alright, so now that I've got both the brackets, 2 brackets securely fastened to each side. The next step is just to put the sides on, just like this. Now during this part, you're not going to want to securely tighten it right away, because the edges don't line up. There's a little bit of play. You have to line the edges up just right before, or else you'll have a gap in the sides. So just start off by hand tightening it in. So now this is the reason we're only hand tightening them off to start. It's because you see that there's a little bit of play in there. You want to make sure you line the edges up before you tighten it all the way. It only takes a little bit. So once the edges are lined up, then you go ahead and securely tighten them. So once we've got that side fastened and secured, we'll move on to the next one. Once again, just hand tightening before aligning the edges. This way we can eliminate that play. Just like this. So I'm going to go ahead and do the final side just like I did that one. So we've constructed this rather easily. The first step was just to securely fasten a bracket on each end of the two longest boards on each side. That gives us an easy platform to work from. Then we take the first loose board, tighten it to the first bracketed board, take the next bracketed board, tighten it to that end of that loose board, and then take the final loose board in and bracket it to that. And just like that, it was super simple. You're going to want to build this in place, or at least relatively close. It does transport, but you don't want to move it more than you have to. You want to be on level ground, and you're going to want to remove any weeds, any rocks, and if you can, put some landscape fabric down underneath. It'll keep them from popping up. And then you got an excellent grow space. It looks great. It'll last years, and people will compliment you every day about how great your raised beds look. Every time they come over, they're like, "That's a great raised bed," and you'll say, "I built it myself." Until next time, have fun growing with EcoGardner.